So this is an interesting plot twist. Steelers still have not figured out the contract with TJ Watt, right? And obviously, they don't get crap for it because they're the Steelers. We get crap for it because we're the Bengals with Trey Hendrickson. But, whatever, right? They're not going to get any, media attention calling them a cheap organization. Beside the point, this is not a butthurt video. The Steelers have been getting multiple teams trying to trade for TJ Watt. Now, of course, because of they have been very vocal about wanting him to finish his career in Pittsburgh, hasn't really shown any willingness to go ahead and trade him away. Well, yes, they just got rid of Minkah Fitzpatrick, which, by the way, I made a video earlier. When I made the video, the Minkah Fitzpatrick part wasn't in it yet. Like, the Minkah Fitzpatrick being traded or John U. Smith wasn't, in the details yet. It was just being told that he got traded. So, apologize for that earlier video today where I didn't, realize how crazy that trade was. And in all honesty, trading Minkah Fitzpatrick is a huge L for the Steelers. Yes, they got Jalen Ramsey. I understand that. But Minkah Fitzpatrick's such a good safety. So that's going to be a huge L for them with their secondary, even if they do get Jalen Ramsey. Beside the point, because of how crazy Jalen Ramsey's contract is, Steelers might have to trade away TJ Watt. I mean, I'll be interested to see what they end up doing here. But now that they got Jalen Ramsey and they're taking on that contract, giving him more money, a raise, if they get rid of TJ Watt, this would be insanely crazy. Because, again, their defense is just, Jalen Ramsey makes their defense better, right? Minkah Fitzpatrick leaving automatically destroys their defense secondary. He is that good of a player. So that automatically goes way down. You take away TJ Watt, because eventually Cam Hayward's going to retire, right? Cam Hayward's not going to play forever. He's already getting up there in age. You take away TJ Watt, that defense is going to be not... it's going to be better because Jalen Ramsey, but it's going to be so much worse when you take away those two options. So now that Jalen Ramsey did go ahead and get traded to the Steelers are going to get a lot more calls about TJ Watt. So it wouldn't shock me. It really wouldn't shock me that the Steelers, if they do trade away TJ Watt. Before Jalen Ramsey trade, I don't think they would have. I don't think they were going to. I don't think there was a chance. After the Jalen Ramsey trade, there's a chance. Which, again, automatically makes their defensive line a lot worse. The secondary is going to be worse without Minkah Fitzpatrick, even with Jalen Ramsey. This is turning into a beautiful day. As long as TJ Watt gets traded to an NFC team that we don't play this year. Let me preface all those things in there where we don't play them this year and it's an NFC team and we don't have to worry about them. As long as those things and those stipulations happen, I'm very okay with the situation. Again, though, this is just a hypothetical, right? Just like Trey getting traded from the Bengals. It's all a hypothetical. Will it happen? We have no idea. We have absolutely no idea what will happen in the end. The Steelers are going to get a lot more offers, and now with taking on Jalen Ramsey's contract with the, of course, increased boost, we'll see if the Steelers are going to get a situation done with TJ Watt. TJ Watt, no longer in the AFC North, though, is absolutely a beautiful thing. And it sucks, too, because there was a chance that Myles Garrett wasn't going to be in the AFC North anymore if he stuck to his guns and, doubled down and didn't want to be in Cleveland. But obviously that situation is not the case. So there's also a third... Again, this is just all in my brain right now. There's also a third way to look at this. If they trade TJ Watt, yes, in our heads, we're okay, they might get a first-round pick, second-round pick for him, whatever. But what if they trade him for a player? That's the only issue, is that they do end up trading him for a really good player. that could be an unfortunate situation. But I don't even know who you would trade. Who would they get for TJ Watt? That would be that insane. I guess Minkah Parsons. But the thing is, that would suck. That would suck. Minkah Parsons would really suck. Because outside of Minkah Parsons, I can't think of anyone else they could get that really. Because they're not going to get Mad Max Crosby. You know, he just got signed. They're not going to get. The Browns aren't going to trade Myles Garrett. Okay, that's not going to happen. So I'm like, who else could they get on defense? Pass rusher wise, Nick Bosa? I don't think they're going to get Nick Bosa. Although, TJ Watt for Nick Bosa is not the worst trade if you put some draft picks in there. All right, you know what? Now, I'm talking myself off the ledge here, guys. Listen, trade him. Just trade him to an NFC team. Honestly, Pittsburgh, trade him to the. We played the NFC North this year, so I don't want you to trade him to NFC North. Trade him to the Cardinals. We played the Cardinals, I believe. Trade him to the Seahawks. Just give him the Seahawks. It's a team that we don't have to worry about this year. We won't play them unless we play them in a Super Bowl. I highly doubt that. Trade him to the Seahawks, and let's just get this whole thing situated done. All right? And we signed Trey Hendrickson, and we're still going to get trashed on because we did the worst contract in history somehow. You know how it is. See you guys next one, though. Peace out.